school students. I'm here with my puppy Remy. We've just come from a big walk. I hope y'all are doing well and getting out and enjoying this amazing weather. I hope all of you have turned in your fine arts choice forms. They're due today, and you're going to be hearing more about your athletic choice sheets that are going to be coming out this week. We're starting our stage 3 of home learning this week. The schedule is going to stay the same. The main differences is that you might be having things like tests and quizzes in your classes and a little bit more work outside the school day. Now that we've had a month under our belt of this, I hope all of y'all are doing well and staying active and staying healthy and staying safe. See you next Monday.
Mr. Moore with Kaylee here. She just got her bath and is loving life in the 65-degree weather. I hope everybody has a good week this week. Just reminding everybody to fill out your fine arts forms if you haven't already, your preference forms, and be on the lookout for your athletic choice forms as well. That should be coming this week, and I know that Coach Wallace is going to be giving you more information later in the video. So have a great week, and hope to see everybody soon.
Man, does he just have to say everything she says?
Hi everyone, I hope that life's been treating you well and that everyone is safe. Even though COVID-19 is causing lots of issues, our environment is actually benefiting because emissions from fossil fuel combustion have dropped radically in several countries. And even though this is not a solution in the long run, definitely does give us a peek of what our world could look like and give world leaders a chance to pick a solution. Today, our EAC members are going to talk to you about a few different things you can do to connect with nature during these times.
Hey, I'm Cameron, and here's how to start a compost bin. Some people like to start a compost bin by buying one, but you can't always buy one. If you do end up buying one, make sure you buy a tumbler. That way you can easily turn the handle and your compost will be mixed. Other people mix theirs by hand with a shovel or pitchfork. But if you can't buy a compost bin, then lots of people make their own. First, you're going to want to start your compost pile on bare earth, close to your plants. That way they can get to the nutrients. Once you've gotten started, lay twigs and straw on top. This will help the drainage and let the bottom of the compost get air into it. Step 3 is to add your compost in alternate layers. Alternate from moist compost to dry compost. Also, be sure to keep your compost damp. Water if necessary, but mostly you can rely on the rain. Be sure to turn your compost pile every few weeks. This allows for oxygen to get in.
To start out your compost bin, you're going to need 4 main ingredients. The first one is carbon. Carbon can be found especially in leaves, fall leaves, and cardboard, and some recycled paper and wood chips. Another one you're going to want is nitrogen. Nitrogen can be found in weeds and grass clippings, and in many vegetable scraps too, like this avocado skin. The third ingredient you're going to need is moisture. Moisture just means water. The last ingredient you're going to need is air. So in your compost enclosure, make sure there are gaps for air to get in.
Compost is beneficial to microorganisms, which makes a major contributions of a plant's success. It also provides basic nutrients that are not supplied by chemical fertilizers.
This is my compost tumbler. I rotate it once a week, just like that. It's really easy to spin. Been decomposing for a year, and as you can see, we got some nice rich soil that is just perfect for growing plants.
Hey everybody, it's Alex here, and if you are wanting to do something healthy for the environment, then here's a simple quick tutorial on how to make a bird feeder. So first thing you'll need is a container. Then you'll need something like a drawing pin or a thumbtack. Then you'll need 2 rods or skewers, and then a pair of scissors and some string. You will first need to poke a hole right on one side of it. You can pick any side you wish. Then you'll proceed to take the scissors and widen the hole. Then you'll go on the opposite side. Try to do you'll do the same, and then you'll proceed to poke the rod
through. There you go. And then after you've poked it through, you'll go right onto this side, go 90 degrees, and do the same thing you did, just a little higher. Okay, then you'll have this kind of cross shape. Then you'll proceed to go like about an inch up and do another hole. And then this one is where they're gonna feed off of. And try to cut not too big that the bird seed comes out, but big enough that they can take it out. There you go. That's about how big you want it to be. Then you'll do it for the same for each little rod. So now that you have all the holes cut out, then you'll proceed to take the cap and then poke a hole in here. Okay, and put on the cap. Get some bird seeds, or I have some peanuts here. Birds. And there you go. You have a simple bird feeder.
I have the most perfect place for the bird feeder. Is that a birdie I hear? It's a birdie! It's a birdie! Oh, hey man. Hey, come on guy. There we go. That's it.
So let's start out with some carrot sprouts. Now after the sprout has been removed from the rest of the carrot, you need to cut down the sides so that it looks like it's been shaved, but with a knife, and then take a small bowl or a small cup and fill it with 1 inch of water and place the carrot sprout inside so that it's almost completely submerged. Then you need to put it next to a sunny windowsill and wait for a few weeks. Now during those first few weeks, not much is going to happen, but afterwards you're going to see some sprouts start to shoot up, and when that happens you need to put it in soil and water it every day. And when they're ready, harvest your carrots. So next we are going to be working with potatoes. So first you need to cut each potato in half. Doesn't really matter how big the halves are as long as they each have at least 2 eyes. And then you need to store them somewhere overnight or for a few days to dry. And once they're dry to the touch, you need to plant them at least 8 feet apart and wait for them to grow. And once they're fully grown, potatoes can be harvested even after the plants die. Pinto beans. I had a bunch of these just like laying around in my house. So I grabbed 3 of those and I planted them evenly spaced out in a plastic bowl about 1 inch deep with the eye facing downwards, and I put those in a sunny windowsill and water them for about 2 weeks. Now germination should happen after 8 days and at the latest after 14 days, and that's when we're first going to start seeing like a little baby bean plant. And so about a week after it germinates, they should be ready to be put outside, and you will know that they're ready when the brown skin of the bean falls off. And note that beans are vines, like they grow on vines, so like grapevines. So you'll want to plant them somewhere like a fence, or like if you have any wire around your house, that would be a very good place to plant them. So yeah.
For my connection with nature, I'm going to show you my nature reserve. I made this nature reserve 2 weeks ago. Basically, I took this glass bowl and I filled it with soil from my garden, and I mixed in a little compost from my tumbler. And I found some natural moss that was growing in my yard, and I ripped up some pieces from the ground and I put it onto the soil.
Hey guys, wanted to let you know that PE and athletics signups for next year are going to be emailed out either today or tomorrow. And those will come from msathletics@sasaustin.org. So keep an eye out for those. Chat with your parents about what you want to sign up for next year. Please try to get those done as soon as possible. That'd be really helpful. I also wanted to take this opportunity to talk to you guys about our latest sport offering. It's called Tackle Bar Football. It's for 6th through 8th graders. I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to watch this team play. I'm really hopeful that a lot of you guys will sign up. You're going to be competing against teams from St. Stephen's, St. Gabriel's, Trinity, possibly Holy Family, and Texas School for the Deaf. So it should be a lot of fun. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen and play a video that'll give you a better idea of what Tackle Bar Football is. So let's see if this works.
Six, there's a new way to play football. Tackle Bar was created to reduce the risk of concussions and other injuries. Our Tori Mason saw it in action. Tori, so much focus on safety in football these days. How does Tackle Bar work?
Well, Jim, Tackle Bar is like the transition between flag football and tackle football. Kids get the experience of an authentic football game with less risk of getting hurt.
On the whistle.
Team sports teach us invaluable life lessons.
Good job.
But you shouldn't have to choose between fun and safety.
Tackle Bar is a safer approach to the game while keeping the spirit and tradition alive within the game.
These players are wearing traditional football equipment.
Drive to the 45, rip those bars.
Plus, a tackle bar harness with 2 foam bars across the back.
This teaches the kids to get low and wrap up and rip off the bar.
Players stay safe without losing the physicality of football.
It teaches sound fundamental tackling. The only thing that Tackle Bar doesn't have is taking the ball carried to the ground, and that is where most injuries happen.
Healy says flag football doesn't teach the proper technique, and more kids get hurt because of it.
The moms are the ones signing up their kids for football, and if they're scared that their kid's going to get pummeled or have a concussion or break their arm, they're not likely to sign up their kids.
There's already a huge decline in youth football participation. Healy hopes the Tackle Bar will keep more kids on the field and off the couch.
I learned so much playing football, just with my integrity, who I like, work, commitment, learning hard work, and I just want this sport to stay around.
Now, both pro football players and coaches have come out and endorsed Tackle Bar, saying that we need to keep these options available to keep kids in the game. Now, they came out and debuted this at a coaches convention here this morning, but this is already out in several youth football teams around the country. We're live in Denver.
All right. And so if you guys have any questions about Tackle Bar football specifically, I'm going to be in my personal Zoom meeting room today, Monday the 20th at 1 o'clock. Hope to see you guys there.
Hello, my name is Madeline Marks, and I'm in 8th grade, and I will be reading The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. Once there was a tree, and she loved a little boy.
Hi guys, it's Ms. Khan here. I really miss all of you a lot, and I hope you're all doing okay. I just want to remind you that I am available for individual counseling sessions online. If you're interested in doing that, just shoot me an email and we can set up a time to meet. It is really, really important though that if you want to do an individual counseling session, that your parents, your caregivers, sign a release to speak to me online. If you have any questions about that, just let me know, or tell your parents to get in contact with me. Also, I want to let you know that I'm going to be hosting a group during lunch on Wednesdays, a time for people to come together. If you're having any stress or anxiety about all of this pandemic that's going on and quarantine that's going on, it's just a place for people to come together and kind of talk about what's on their minds and maybe just get some support from one another, get some ideas from one another. So all the information about the group will be in the morning report today, so take a look at that if you haven't already. And yeah, feel free to email me if you guys have any questions or if you want to set up an appointment to talk. Okay? Miss you. Hope to see you soon. Bye.
Hi, St. Andrews. It's Miss Torres here. I'm enjoying a beautiful day outside in my backyard. And it's a really nice morning. But you know what I'm kind of thinking? In spite of all of the beauty in my backyard, I'm thinking about, I really wish I could go see some art. You know, I really want to see some art and get a little cultural and creative inspiration right now, you know? What? What's that you say? Oh, you're in the same boat? You're thinking the same thing today? Well, we're both in luck. You know why? Because on the morning announcements and in your email and in your parents' email, the adults in your household, we all now have a link to the Middle School Art Festival. Online, you can see it. 6th through 8th grade, amazing, amazing artwork that I'm so proud of all of you for, and I hope everyone goes to take a look. There's also some great musical performance on the website. It's a great place for us to sit and get charged creatively and just be amazed by the incredible work that artists at St. Andrews have made throughout this year. So take a look, enjoy it, and have fun.
John Henry, I'm just in here cleaning out my garage. Look what I found in the corner here. Your hiking stick, straight from Boquillas, for all your hard work and contributions on the Big Bend trip. So now I can give you your actual hiking stick instead of a broom. I think my favorite part of my job is getting to work with student leaders and the leadership team every year, and seeing them in action make the school a more fun and engaging place and a better place for all of us. And so it's that time of year now where we are going to start talking a little bit about next school year and you current 7th graders applying for leadership positions for next year. So I'm going to take you through a slideshow here and talk a little bit about what our options are with regards to applying for positions and what's available. So as we go here, I hope that you guys will follow the lead of the current leadership team this year and all the great work that they've done in their cabinets and for the house system and student life. They've set a great example for you all this year. And I hope we can continue some of the traditions that they've built. So basically our offerings are kind of in 3 separate, I guess you could call them branches of our leadership team: our house captains, our student life, formerly known as student council, and our cabinet presidents. And throughout this video, you'll hear briefly about how you can apply for each one of these and when we're going to apply for each one of these. So the first is cabinet presidents. The cabinets were created, I believe, 4 years ago now, and they represent various kind of aspects of our school culture and school life. So I won't go through every one, and most of you are familiar with what these cabinets do, but they've been a tremendous addition to our school community, and our students have really done a good job of leading these, and also those of you that were involved in them this year have done a great job in kind of coming up with some new ideas. And some of them you're seeing today in this video from the EAC. So our cabinets have done really cool things and established cool traditions, like our fine arts cabinet establishing the sidewalk art challenge, which we didn't get to do this year. It's usually done in the spring. Our peer mentors many years ago came up with the pumpkin challenge for advisory. That was a peer mentor led activity. A few years ago, EAC did a Earth Day scavenger hunt, which is something I think similar to do with what you're going to do today. Our new Campus Connections cabinet and peer mentors have done a great job with connecting older students with the younger ones, and that's been really neat to see. So the cabinets have done an awesome job, and that's one position that will be available for you to apply, start applying for this week. House captains is our next one. Pretty familiar, you all, with the house system. There's Kai getting inducted into the Wilson House. The house captains have come up with some really cool ideas each and every year to make the house system a little better. There's our man Charlie and Grant Drake really enjoying the tug of war challenge to end the school year. That's something that a couple years ago the house captains came up with that idea. And so the house captains really just do a good job of kind of increasing house spirit, but also school spirit. And it's really fun to work with these 8 students every year to try to make it a little bit better and build those connections and bonds between 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students and teachers. And then our last one is student life. This will be a little bit different this year. We won't be doing our normal timeline for applying to be president and vice president and secretary. Those kind of elections and speeches will take place in August this year, and not right now. But the Student Life Cabinet and the former Student Council have done a fantastic job making students feel welcome and being kind of the voice for students throughout the course of the last 3 or 4 years. One that sticks out in mind to me is a couple years back when our Student Council and now our Student Life Cabinet presented to the faculty and talked about getting open grade books for students. And so they represented students on behalf of kind of the entire student body and came to the faculty meeting and presented about open grade books. So it was a really cool way that students, to see student leadership in action. So basically, today I'm introducing these leadership positions, just some idea of what's going to take place now. On Wednesday, applications for House Captain and Cabinet Presidents go out. You'll have a week to complete those. So those will be due exactly a week from Wednesday on the 29th, and they're due by 4 o'clock. There really won't be any exceptions for late applications, so make sure you designate some time to really look at these applications and take your time filling them out and thinking about what you want to do. And then on Monday, May 4th, we will announce the new House Captains and Cabinet Presidents in a community time video. And then on the following Monday, the 11th, Ms. Morrow and I will be on Zoom for anyone who's interested in applying for a student life position in the fall to talk through what that might look like. Because when we come back in August, you all will be applying for these positions right when we get back, and putting your campaign posters up and doing the speeches, so the new middle school can vote on who they want to represent them. So that will all happen later, because we want that to be done in person, which hopefully we'll be all together in August. So be on the lookout for these on Wednesday, the Cabinet President application form and House Captain application form. I know that you'll have a lot of questions about this. I can't answer them right now because this is a video, but please email me. One common question is, can I apply for more than one position? And the simple answer is yes, you can. There is a question on each one of these applications that allows you to select which one you prefer, but allows you to apply for both. So if you have any questions, ask me. If you're wondering what you should apply for, I love those conversations. Please ask me or ask your advisor. I know they'd be happy to talk you through it as well. And I really look forward to seeing some of these young 7th grade students. In this picture, I think y'all were in 2nd grade. Now be the oldest kids on campus next year and take the lead in the middle school. So I'm looking forward to that. And like I said, reach out to me if you have any kind of questions. Good luck.
Boys, this is a good cookie. It's good as 5th Street.
That reminds me. Don't forget to vote for your favorite advisory photo after community time.